Thought about, hot mic. Thought about doing another salute, but I figured it would be serious. Wow. I gave a speech last night at the rehearsal dinner, and it's much more short than this one, but it was basically one of the first things I talked about, and I mentioned this with my dad many times, how we're so blessed as a family, and we've won the lottery, if you will. And there's no bigger indication than seeing each and every one of you here tonight. It's truly special to share this occasion with you. I just want to thank you all for being here. So give yourselves a round of applause. I'd also like to recognize one special person in the audience. She's 91 years old, and she is truly an inspiration, somebody I hope to live like when I'm her age. Miss Peppy, if you would please stand up. You had to embarrass somebody, sorry. I'm sure some of you know the story of how Pat and Molly met, but if you haven't heard it, it's a pretty touching story of how people are able to kind of reconnect and how life is truly random sometimes. So Pat and Molly met when they were in high school. Pat was at Loyola High, so was Chris at the time.
Go Cubs.
And Molly was at Sacred Heart. And they had met a few times. But the main thing that happened during their high school days was this infamous party that Patrick had hosted. It's pretty funny because I think the majority, I'd say a third of the people that are here may or may not have been in attendance that night. It's kind of it's truly miraculous, really. The figures, the numbers, when you count it out, I think the final totals were, I want to say 400, 500 people, give me a 5. 500 teenagers. We had, gosh, I want to say 5 kegs. Woo! 5-time champion. No, that's not. 5 kegs, 500 people. 0 parents. 0 needed. Oh my goodness. I was 10 years old. What a tremendous role model I've had to live under. Seriously, Pat has always paved the way for me, right and wrong, simply really from that party. It's really helped me out. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, so 500 people, 5 kegs, I want to say 2 broken door frames, a couple broken windows, maybe a couple stolen credit cards, hole in the wall. What's that?
How many helicopters?
There was, I'd say 1 or 2 helicopters. Oh, and by the way, there are people in riot gear, police in riot gear.
I remember this one. It's a good one.
7 police in riot gear. Not bad for just a couple of friends over to watch the Laker game. But little did Mom and Dad know that Pat was secretly planting the seeds that will lead to today. So after the party, Pat and Molly saw each other a couple of times, but ultimately went their separate ways. Pat went to Columbia and Molly went on to USC. And they kind of, this is my speech, we're not cheering for USC. Not tonight.
Go Bruins!
But seriously, Molly, we love you. So they went on their separate ways. And this is back in the time, if you can believe it, when there was no Facebook, there was no Twitter, there was no other social media. So they really kind of just lost track of each other for a little bit. For no other reason than just the technology wasn't available. And then ultimately, I want to say Pat was 29, 28, around then. 28. He was coaching at UCLA with the Dave Rye. The famous Dave Rye.
Go Bruins!
Go Bruins, yes. And Molly was at Southwestern at the time. And yeah, give it up for Southwestern Molly. And there was a seminar that my Uncle Tom was speaking in. And so Molly reached out to Pat, found him on Facebook. They ultimately met up for one drink. That one drink turned into another drink, and another drink. And that night, I believe lasted, they just had nonstop conversation for 3 hours. And the rest, as they say, is history. Now, there's this really wonderful movie that I'm pretty fond of. It's called Crazy Stupid Love. And it's got a lot of wonderful themes in it. It's about, basically, things I take away from it are finding your soulmate, finding true love, and today is vindication that you two have done just that. It's a special day for our family, but it's especially special for me, in seeing the brother that I love find the love of his life.
Woo! Good line, buddy.
Pat and Molly, I'm so blessed to be a part of your life, and I cannot be happier for you. I see nothing but great things in your future. So, if we all would raise a glass. Here's to the happy couple.
Woo!
Well done, sir.